Full IGL training. The IGL training is basically for anyone that is either IGLing right now or wants to become an IGL. The idea behind IGL training is that we'll be going through a lot of theory behind the IGLing. So for example, how to deal with the emotions, how to deal with your teammates, how to properly practice. This is more for the coach, but we'll touch a little bit topical about that. We'll also talk about how to make sure that you're not predictable, how to see the tendencies of the enemy team. We'll also talk about attributes of the good or the bad IGL. I'm going to show you an example of this in this video. And overall, we'll be seeing Pro League strats, Pro League ideas from the other teams, and we'll discuss about them. But the bigger part of this whole training is to see the theoretical basis out of it, and by each of the sessions, so for example, after general session, we'll have like 4 topics to actually more talk about a specific topic that you would like to go through. So the IGL training basically has we'll talk about executions, rotations, tendencies as I mentioned, flanks, being unpredictable, but as well as we'll be countering some pro strats. And the reason why I want to now show you the next one is I like to usually start with some motivational examples. So for example, a G2 attack against X Empire on the skyscraper. And G2 brought these 5 operators. This was in a season where Finka still had a frag grenade, and we'll discuss how did G2 push and as well as how would you be pushing. And usually this starts off with what's your idea? What would you do? And then we'll see how basically G2 pushes. As you can see, it's fully animated, and then we'll play the clip. And for example, an attribute of a good IGL is to be able to make sure that he knows what he's facing against with minimum communication. So for example, let's say that you have seen the maintenance wall being reinforced, and you had seen Melusi going toward the dragon stairs as well as through the cache hallway. Then you had seen Aruni going this hallway and Jaeger going this hallway. And finally, Jaeger last seen was Cafe hallway. And the last information you will get is that you hear 2 reinforcements being put and someone opening up a rotation or angle. So my question is, with these last known locations of the utility as well as the operators, what do you think what's happening in this match? Or, since this is during the preparation phase, you probably will have more 20 seconds or more to figure out what's happening, which 2 rooms would you be joining out, if you can, to figure out what's happening. Because as an IGL, it's extremely important to give the call what to do as early as possible, especially for the attackers repeat. And over here we'll obviously talk about other different situations. And for example, we also can talk about pushing some specific areas, such as we'll be seeing how to counter some semi-decent roam strats on Cafe when attacking first floor. And again, as you can see, it's going to be fully animated.